Cash budgeting with a spreadsheet. You know, in the old days it was tedious, but spreadsheet makes it a little bit easier. In this case, let's start actually with an example. You want to plan these out, so let's consider maybe 8 quarters, 2 years if you like, of sales, and they're going to rise like a pyramid from 1 to 400 the first year and go back down to 100 in the second year. Let's say 30% of those sales are concurrent, paid in the same quarter, and 70% are delayed, and we're not going to worry about bad debts in this example. And we have fixed overhead of $50 each quarter, plus the one in advance of all of it, and one to mop everything up after. Materials are 10% of the sales, but paid a quarter in advance. 20% is labor, and another 10% for advertising, and those will be paid concurrently. Well, to set everything up, we're going to first realize we have a total of 10 quarters, 8 plus the 1 on each side, and you would take all the monies coming in, accumulate those, take all the monies going out, accumulate those, and take the difference to get a net cash flow per quarter. Well, what does this all mean? We have, well, first of all, if you add them up, 2,000 in total sales. 10 quarters of fixed costs of $50 each, that totals 500. Variable costs are, well, let's see, we had the 10, the 20, and the 10, and that's a total of 800. So the profits are 700, meaning $2,000, minus that 500, minus that 800, and if we look on the spreadsheet, we can verify it. Let's see, on line 5, we have the monies coming in. Notice line 4, the postponement by 1 quarter of the 70% in revenue. On line 10, we have all the monies going out. That includes that 10% for materials 1 quarter earlier. Line 11 is the difference between the two. But you know what? That's not what we're really interested in. Let's accumulate the cash flows in 11, doing that in line 12, and we'll notice the most negative number, the reason for all of this, is found in the third quarter of minus 140. That's the amount of the loan you'd probably ask for, and this documentation is a betterment in your application showing you know what you're doing. Now looky here. Here's the graph of the sales. That's in green. Looks like a truncated pyramid. Or is that a trapezoid? First time I've ever used the word trapezoid. And the other one goes down and goes up. Look how different they are. Another relevancy from Dr. C Invests.